the All Blacks, Australia, South Africa. It's Tri-Nations time again. And today, two fierce rivals battling for supremacy in the Bledisloe Cup. The men in black have one thing on their mind, beating the Wallabies in their own backyard.
Straight through the middle. Moving straight through. Slam to ground. Chris Handy.
Hi, Gordy. What a great atmosphere down here on the sideline.
Well, that was impressive stuff, wasn't it? Tane Randall said he knew the words of the haka before he could actually speak English. So he learnt the haka at a very young age. And the reserve benches now, as the crowd breaks into Waltzing Matilda. Andrew Walker coming in on the bench, poised to make his test debut tonight. And looking across to the New Zealand bench, well, Josh Kronfeld, the 50-test veteran. Many surprised to see him warming the bench here this evening, but certainly some experience there in Craig Dowd and some very versatile backline performers in this New Zealand squad. And watch out for Troy Flavel when he comes on. He can cover lock and also back row as we just soak up Waltzing Matilda. Well, it's the unofficial Australian anthem, and there's big Jim Williams, his first Bledisloe Cup game. What a moment for Big Jim as Andre Watson, our man in charge, and it's been a marvellous couple of years for Andre, climaxed by officiating at the World Cup final, Millennium Stadium in Cardiff last year.
Yeah, Andre's done all the big ones out there at the Super 12 final this year. Exceptional referee when he puts his mind to it.
So all in readiness. Australia, New Zealand meeting for the 135th time since 1903, and Justin Marshall taking the ball and immediately tackled inside the quarter. And here's a breakout. Tane Randall straight through the middle of the Australian ruck, 8 from halfway. Good work by Carl Hoft. So the Wallaby defence just a little asleep there as Mertens goes straight back to Chris Latham. That's the 22. Latham with a big torpedo. It's a huge kick. Randall again. Ron Cribb now with his first touch in a Bledisloe. We're 12 from halfway. And New Zealand gets the scrum feed. John Eales complaining about that, but Andre Watson in no doubt.
Cool start there from both sides. Good kick there from Chris Latham, but an equally good punch up by Ben Cribb. Well directed by Tane Randell. Tane Randell will play a big part in this game and strategy.
Australian scrum nice and low. Ron Cribb goes himself. Running sideways there. And again, Mertens forced to kick it. Was partly charged down. The bounce for Alatini. Umaga! That's a gift 5-pointer for New Zealand. Chris Latham has made a mistake there. And it's a dream start for the Kiwis.
unbelievable start for the Kiwis. Bull Allen on the sideline for me, beside me, and he is absolutely elated. This kick gets charged down. The Wallabies have done everything. They put the pressure on. This pass didn't have to be thrown. Latham looking for Roth to continue it on. Shut the gate. Tana's on his way home.
Jason Little had done the good work on Merton. See him get up there and charge it down. From this point on, all the New Zealanders are on side and they scrambled through. Latham, the quick throw away as they did in Melbourne last week in the first half. The Australians, this New Zealand side is too good. You just can't give them these chances.
So, Curry committed by the Australians, and the kick successful from Andrew Mertens. And 7-0 the score here. A big setback for the Wallabies. 1 minute 30. Tana Umaga crossing for New Zealand's first try. Well, you remember last year that Andrew Mertens got an early try. Put the Australians back on their heels as Randall taps the ball back. So the All Blacks with their tails up now. Umaga cleared from scrum half. They're into space here. Lomu, here they go again. Only Latham to beat. Gregan's across. He easily beat Latham. And another try coming up here for New Zealand. Alatini. Sensational. The All Blacks spun the ball wide. They promised to do it. And Lomu pulverised the Aussie defence out wide.
Well, every Kiwi in this crowd is punching the air, and I'm sure there's plenty around the world that are doing the same. They worked it wide. They promised to run the ball. They had the support. Alatini, great try.
What a devastating start from New Zealand. Beautiful hands from Cribb. Lomu is set off down the sideline there. You see Gregan coming across. Latham misses him. Gregan comes in and slows him down. And then there was the pass, which just found plenty of territory there. New Zealand, well, Australia, so much work to do.
Well, that try coming after only 3 minutes. Mertens now. 2 converted tries. Unbelievable start here by the All Blacks, 14-0. Well, there's a stunned silence, I can tell you that, at Stadium Australia. The All Blacks have shown their hand. John Eales to rally his troops. Well, the crowd is shell-shocked. Umaga after 1 minute 30. Alatini after 3 minutes. And the Wallabies don't go the 10 metres. The All Blacks play on. 2 tries in 3 minutes. What a start to Bledisloe 2000 and the Tri-Nations. They're finding some great gaps. Alatini again. And a 3rd try to Cullen. It's raining tries here. It's a demolition at Stadium Australia. We've never seen a start like this in a major match. The All Blacks crossing for their 3rd try in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Well, if anyone had any doubt whether the Blacks were back, then they have to put it to rest. Alatini getting into space, and they're finding holes everywhere. Cullen had no work to do to get across the line.
Well, the Springboks found holes all over the field last week in the first half. That was a fantastic pass from Eremia and Christian Cullen. That much room, you're just not going to stop him. The Australians really have to get their composure behind the post here. Long way to go, but gee whiz, they've converted by Mertens there.
21-0. Amazing stuff here, and we're still inside the first 6 minutes of play. This is history. We have never seen this. The Wallabies aiming for their 11th straight Test victory may have been put away in the first 5 minutes of the game. 21-0. This stunned crowd looking up at the scoreboard in disbelief.